Hello students, in this video I will explain you about the transformer. Plays a vital role in the distribution of electrical power. Transformer is used, then the loss of electrical power in transmitting it to long distances, that is very feasible. How the transformer works, what is the theory behind a transformer, we will discuss about this thing. The transformer. First of all, what is a transformer? Transformer is used to vary AC voltages. Transformer will work for AC, for the changing currents. It will not work for DC current because the principle behind a transformer is mutual induction. Principle behind a transformer is mutual induction. What is the meaning of mutual induction? Mutual induction is the property of two coils by virtue of which any change in strength of current in one coil is opposed by inducing EMF in the neighboring coil. Types of transformer. Types of transformer. Step up. What is step up? Increases AC voltage. And simultaneously, no power is fed to the transformer. If it will increase the AC voltage, then there will be decrease of current. There will be decrease of current. The second type of transformer is step down transformer. That decrease this AC voltage. And if AC voltage will decrease, there will be increase in AC current. Step up transformer is generally used in the plants where electrical power is generated, and step down transformer is used where the power is used. The step down transformer will be seen nearby your house on the poles, that is converting 11,000 volts to 220 volts. Now, what is the construction and theory behind transformer? What is the construction and theory behind a transformer? Transformer has a iron core. An iron core. Transformer has an iron core. Iron because of ferromagnetic material. We will discuss the reason why a soft iron core is there, and the core is not as a bulk. This is in form of sheets. Why in form of sheets? To reduce losses due to eddy currents. To reduce sheets due to losses due to eddy currents. Eddy currents will be minimized if we increase the resistance of the bulk. And instead of taking a bulk of soft iron core, we take laminated sheets, the different soft iron sheets laminated by some non-conducting film, and they are then fixed with each other. The input is given to the primary and output is taken across secondary. Here I am taking number of turns in secondary is greater than number of turns in primary. Here we are taking number of turns in secondary greater than number of turns in primary. Ns is greater than Np. This will act as a step-up transformer. How will it act as step-up transformer? We will see it later. These are what? Laminated sheets of soft iron core. Iron. Now, what is the theory behind it? Here we have taken that Np, number of turns in primary. What is Ns? Number of turns in secondary. I have shown in the figure the different windings of primary and secondary, but it is not true. This is not different winding. How it winds takes place? One turn of one layer of primary. After that, the second layer is of secondary. Then turn of layer of primary. Then second layer of secondary. How it is beneficial to us? The benefit is the same magnetic field exists for the two magnetic coils and same magnetic flux per turn across the two coils. We are assuming that let d phi by dt be the rate of change of magnetic flux per turn of primary coil. Then by Faraday's second law of electromagnetic induction, EP is equal to minus of Np d phi by dt. Np d phi by dt. We have arranged the two coils such that there is no leakage of flux. So d phi by dt is again rate of change of magnetic flux per turn in secondary. Rate of change of magnetic flux per turn in the secondary. Therefore, ES, that is equal to minus of NS d phi by dt. This is equation number second. The first was EP was equal to minus of NP d phi by dt. This is equation number one. If I divide equation number second by first, ES upon EP is equal to NS upon NP. This is said to be Ns upon Np, said to be K, ratio of the number of turns in secondary coil divided by number of turns in primary coil. This is said to be transformation ratio. Right. Now, If there are no losses, then output power is equal to input power. ESIS is equal to EPIP. Therefore, IS upon IP is equal to EP upon ES, that is equal to NP upon NS, that is reciprocal of transformation ratio. Therefore, we can assume that if there are no losses in the transformer, the current reduces by the same factor as Y potential difference increases. For the step-up transformer, we require ES greater than EP. Therefore, by equation number 3rd, we will require NS greater than NP. Number of turns in primary coil will be greater than the number of turns in secondary coil. And for step-down transformer, we require ES less than EP. Therefore, we will require number of turns in primary will be lesser than number of turns in secondary. Now, efficiency of the transformer. First, we will discuss what are the possible losses in a transformer. Possible losses in a transformer, also called transformer losses, One of the losses named copper losses. One of the loss is named copper losses. What is copper losses? Copper losses, the current is flowing through the coils made up of copper wires. And if the current flows through a certain conductor, then there is production of heat. And that heat production is a loss. So, some heat is produced in the copper windings, which is a loss. This can be minimized using thick copper wires. By reducing the resistance of the copper wire, we will use thick copper wires. The second one is leakage of magnetic flux. Leakage of magnetic flux. We have assumed that the rate of change of magnetic flux with the secondary coil is same as that of rate of change of magnetic flux with the primary coil. But there is always a possibility of leakage. And this leakage is minimized by using some ferromagnetic material as core. Ferromagnetic material as core. But if we use the ferromagnetic material as a core, there may be two different losses again. Third, hysteresis losses. Hysteresis losses. What do you mean by hysteresis losses? In the transformer, we use the alternating current. Therefore, the core, which is made up of a ferromagnetic material, is repeatedly magnetized and demagnetized. Means there a hysteresis cycle take place, and in which the hysteresis losses takes place. To minimize the hysteresis losses, we use that type of ferromagnetic material which has least area, small area of hysteresis cycle. So therefore, we use we use a soft iron core as the core. This hysteresis loss is minimized using soft iron core. But the soft iron core is a conductor, and a changing current is surrounding it, due to which there is a changing magnetic flux, due to which the eddy currents will be produced. There will, and the work must be done against those eddy currents. So there is again a loss which is due to the production of eddy currents. That loss is said to be iron loss. This is production due to the eddy currents. Now, how we minimize the eddy currents? We have already discussed. We do not take a bulk of soft iron. We take the laminated sheets. By increasing the number of sheets, by decreasing the thickness of each sheet, we are increasing the resistance. Therefore, the magnitude of eddy current is decreases, and the loss due to eddy currents will decrease. One more loss is found to be in transformer. When you stand near a transformer in a calm atmosphere, you will hear the vibration, you will hear the sound. And sound is also a form of energy. So some energy is also dissipated in form of sound. That loss is said to be humming. Also named magnetostriction. Also named what? Also named magnetostriction. So these are the different losses in a transformer. So there is somewhat loss of energy. Therefore, we define what is the efficiency of a transformer. Efficiency of a transformer. Efficiency of a transformer. That is eta, that is output power, divided by input power. Output power divided by what? Input power. That is ES divided by EP. Usually big transformers are put in a tank in which oil is taken. The cause behind is that when oil is taken, the temperature of oil will never raise beyond its boiling point. Therefore, the temperature is maintained, and the lamination of the core as well as the coils will remain intact. This will be the efficiency of the transformer. Now, what are the uses of transformer? Uses of transformer, as transformer is used to vary AC voltages, therefore we use stabilizers. Stabilizers are nothing but the transformers. Other thing of the transformer, the welding machine is nothing but this is a transformer. This is a step down transformer. In step down transformer, what happens? The current increases, and if the current will increase, its heating effect will increase. So welding machine is nothing but it is a step down transformer. The main use of transformer is to transport electrical energy over the long distances. Let me consider an example. Let me consider an example. Let this is the city A, where production of electrical energy takes place. This is city B, where consumption of electric energy takes place. let us suppose that this city require 1 megawatt of energy at 200 volt simplicity. 200 वोल्ट के ऊपर 1 मेगावाट एनर्जी जो है वो उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट है. Therefore, let I assume that here is a transformer. Here is a transformer which receives energy at 10,000 volts and that converts it into 200 volts. The energy is received at 10,000 volts. Now, how much current in this wire? 1 megawatt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 10,000. The line current will be equal to 100 ampere. The line current will be equal to what? 100 ampere. This will be the line current. Let the line resistance is 100 ohm. Let we consider the line resistance is 100 ohm. Therefore, the power dissipated, that is 100 square multiplied by 100, that will be equal to 1 megawatt. 1 megawatt की एनर्जी चाहिए. 1 megawatt is dissipated. It means that here the production city must produce the energy of 2 megawatt. The energy of what? 2 megawatt. And at what voltage? 100 ampere current, 100 ohm resistance. The potential difference will be equal to 10,000 volts. Therefore, the production of the current voltage will be at 10,000 volts. Yani, if we are receiving the energy at 10,000 volt, equal power dissipation, power losses are there. Now, if we change the scenario, we are receiving the energy at 1 lakh volts. 1 lakh volt. Now, what will happen? Now, the current will not be 100 ampere. This current will be equal to 10 ampere. And if the current is 10 ampere, then what will be the power loss? Power loss will be equal to 10 square into 100. That is equal to 10 kilowatt only. 10 kilowatt only. पहले कितना हो रहा था पावर लॉस? 1 मेगावाट. अब कितना हो रहा है? 10 किलोवाट. पहले क्या था? 1 मेगावाट की एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड थी और 1 मेगावाट ही आपको एनर्जी लॉसेस थे. अब आपको 1 मेगावाट की एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड है और लॉस क्या है? केवल 10 किलोवाट. So therefore, if we receive the energy at 1 lakh volt, 1000, the potential drop will be equal to 1000 volt. So therefore, this is 1 lakh 1000 volt. Now, what is the advantage? To transport energy over the high voltages. जैसे जैसे voltage high होते चली जाएगी, what will happen? The current will go on reducing. जैसे जैसे voltage high होती चली जाएगी, the current will go on reducing, and current will go on reducing. Then I square R is the line loss. Then the power will considerably reduce. So we do the transportation of electrical energy over the high voltages. That is why the transformers are required to transform the electrical energy at low voltage to the electrical energy at high voltages. You see in your nearby there are tower-like structure in which there are 3 wires. Those wires are carrying the current at the voltage nearly equal to more than lakhs of voltage. Why? If you are increasing the potential in voltage, the current will reduce. And if the current is reducing, the power losses will reduce. That is why it is beneficial to produce The alternating voltages. AC voltages we have an advantage. AC voltage has an advantage because AC voltages can be transformed, their magnitude can be increased or decreased by the use of transformer. Therefore, AC voltages are having more advantage. Thank you. Have a nice day.